Hey, what's going on, dudes and dudettes? It's Pip Surfer with another daily update for the Cowabunga system. Today's Monday, November 23rd, 2009. Hope you all had a great weekend, as did I. And just going to go ahead and get right into today's update because we have so much stuff to cover and I only have about 10 minutes to do this. First things first, if this is your first time watching this video, go to the blog post, see this link right here. If this is your first time visiting this blog, read this first. Click that and it's going to give you all the rules to the system. Study it, digest it, learn it, and then come back and these videos will make a lot more sense. Okay, so I always got to say that in the beginning so I don't waste anybody's time who this is their first time and they just watch the whole thing and are totally confused. Alright, so next thing, with the questions, I know I usually answer questions in the beginning. The problem is sometimes I run out of time to do the actual update. So what I'm going to do now is do the update first, and hopefully if I have time at the end, I can answer as many questions as possible. And if your question doesn't get answered, I'll try to answer it on the next update and so forth. So I'll try to get to them. And again, I appreciate all the questions and comments. Thank you so much. I'll do my best to try to help you out. Okay, now let's get right into it. I had the 15-minute chart and the 4-hour chart for the cable. I'm going to open up the 4-hour chart so we can determine our overall trend. Okay, and I'm going to move it to before midnight so you can see our current trend at that point is down because of this most recent trend change candle, and that was on the let's see, the 18th. Okay, now if I move through today's action, you can see that we did have a new trend change candle that formed. RSI is above 50, stochastics trending up, and there's a crossover there. This started at 7 a.m. but didn't close until 11 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, so the trend doesn't actually take place, the new trend doesn't actually take place until 11 a.m. Eastern time, and we'll go through that as we look at the 15-minute chart. So up until 11 a.m. we're only looking for short trades because of this trend change candle, and after 11 a.m. because of this new trend change candle, we only look for long trades. Okay, so rewind that part if it's a little confusing, but we'll get to it in the 15-minute chart too so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So now I'm going to my 15-minute chart, and again I'm going to move this to before midnight. Okay, and of course first thing I want to do is check out my news events for the day. So you can just go to babypips.com, click on the tools tab, and it's going to bring up the news events for the day. Again, just make sure this time zone bar is correct and it lines up with your time zone wherever you're at. And today we really didn't have any major news events. Again, we're just looking for news that affects the UK or US because that's the currency pair we're trading, and really nothing for the UK. And the US, we had this Chicago Fed National Activity Index, which really isn't much of a factor, so I didn't even worry about that at all. So the day was pretty much wide open, which is rare in some cases, but then again on Mondays it can be like that. So early in the week there's sometimes not that much going on. So wide open day, no news events to watch out for. The only thing that we need to watch out is for the trend. Make sure we're trading in the direction of the overall trend. And at the start of my day, the trend was down. Remember that, because that was the most recent trend change candle. That was on the 17th. It was for a downtrend. So only looking for short trades at this point. And so I'll move my chart forward one candle at a time to simulate what it looks like during the day. Again, I'm waiting. My first flag is going to be a crossover to the short side because that's what I'm looking for. And you can see we just got a whole lot of bullish movement. So right now I'm looking at it really close because you can see that the price is starting to just consolidate here. And if you really kind of look, you can see almost a little triangle there. So you're just watching it, looking for a crossover. Nothing going on. Okay, still a lot of bullish movement. Again, not much action going on, but you got to keep watch of it. Here we finally get a crossover. This is at 10:15. Okay, so we're still in the downtrend. Now we just look at our indicators. RSI is below 50. Stochastics are trending down. But if you look at MACD from the candle before, it was already negative. So that cancels out the signal, and we wouldn't enter on this particular case because MACD was already negative. So no entry here. Even though most of our indicators lined up, if one doesn't match, then you still don't enter. It's part of the rules. Okay, so no entry there, and I'll just continue to move forward. Now on my 4-hour chart, I'm probably seeing a new trend change candle about to form, but remember, it doesn't confirm, it doesn't actually make a new trend change candle until it closes, and I know that doesn't close until right here. That's 11 a.m. So once this hits on my 4-hour chart, this is what it looks like now. Okay, so now I see that, okay, we did have a crossover to the upside. RSI is above 50 and stochastics are trending up. That is a new trend change candle. Now from this point on, I'm only looking for long trades. Okay, so now I'm continuing to watch it, and 12 p.m. rolls by and nothing happens. So today, no trades. That happens sometimes, especially on Mondays, because it's not much is going on. But that can happen. So if you have any questions on that, rewind the video, look through it again, and if you still are confused, feel free to post and I'll try to answer them. Okay? Now, let me go back to some of the questions from yesterday's post, or excuse me, from Thursday's post. And before I say anything, I just want to say that I probably won't be trading Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday due to the holidays for Thanksgiving. So I might be able to do an update on Wednesday. I might not. I'm not sure, but definitely tomorrow I'll have an update, and then probably won't see you guys again until the following Monday. So I hope you all have a great Thanksgiving holiday, or wherever you're at. Just have a great time, and that's my little holiday cheer for that. So now let's go to the questions. Fantastico just had a couple ones. I knew I switched it up on you, so you didn't see the answered questions until the end of the update. And yeah, you did a good job, so no worries there. You're doing fine. You had another question about trading full-time. Forex is not my full-time thing. Again, some people are really gung-ho about it. I love it, but I just can't do it, my full focus on it. So it isn't my full-time thing, but I do like it a lot, and I do it part-time. And do I trade other systems or strategies? I do, not the same kind of things. I'm more of a swing trader. I like to look at medium and long-term trades, just because I don't like to spend too much time on the charts. But I do kind of trade systems / discretionary things and that sort. But this is really the only short-term trading system that I trade. And again, it's because it's been tested for so long. Bali wants to know about my 12 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern Time. I do start at 12 a.m. I stop looking for trades at 12 noon. So if there is a crossover or a signal after that time, I don't enter it. However, if I'm in a trade, like let's say I enter a trade at 11 a.m. Eastern Time and I'm still in it past noon, then I will hold it. It's pretty much up to you after 12 noon whether or not you want to hold on to the trade or not, but I would recommend that the latest that you hold it is 4 p.m. Eastern Time, no later than that. Sometimes you might even want to close before 2 if there's like some meeting minutes, if the Fed's having some meeting minutes or interest rate thing, so you might want to watch out for that. So it's really discretionary, but you don't want to hold your trades any longer than 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Next comment wants to know about the FXCM platform. It doesn't have a 4-hour chart. What I recommend doing is just go buy another charting. Don't buy, not buy, but find another charting software. Buy if you have to, or use a free one. But just find one that uses a 4 a.m. Thing. Really, I don't trade off of XTick. I just use XTick to look at for my signals, and then I trade on my broker platform. So you don't have to use the exact charting software as your platform is, because you're really just looking for the signal. That's really what you want, is the indicators. Once you see a signal, then you go ahead and enter with your broker and get in the price whatever they offer you. Okay, so sometimes your price on the chart is different from what your broker's quoting, but that's okay as long as your chart gives you the correct signal. Then you can go ahead and enter, and then if you see like a target hit on the chart, then you want to make sure you're about to close on your broker. Okay, good question. Hopefully that answers it. Next one is just a thanks from Peel. I appreciate that. No problem. Shama wants to know about an entry, and I'm not really sure when that was, so if you could give me a time and date, I'll help you out there. Let's see. Graduate wants to know about the EMAs. Well, right here, EMAs, whenever you change your time frame, the chart, whatever moving average you have on there automatically adjusts it, so you don't have to do any kind of adjusting there for the period. And Peel, I will answer your question about XTick tomorrow because I am out of time. So that's it for today. I will see you all in the next update. Cowabunga, dudes.